Good morning, guys. So I'm actually in the middle of a workout right now, and I'm following the fitness blender on YouTube. And this guy, and I believe his girlfriend or his wife, they do videos where they just they do a complete workout and you just follow it. So I'm a little out of breath right now. I'm literally watching this as we speak. So I'm getting a little workout in. So I'm gonna put this down and I'll let you check it out.
When you start with, so alternate which arm you lean to first. Try to stay as close to the ground as you can each time. Keep those lungs open. You're gonna drop down on the ground, person, and go from that lower back. We'll just lift from there. Try to lift all the way up from those hips. Again. And back up. Let's keep moving again. So the last one before we start over, we're doing a push-up walkout. So from
All right, so I'm almost done with this workout, and I'm telling you guys right now, this is intense. Check out Fitness Blender on YouTube. This guy has amazing videos. I mean, he is killing me. I'm doing the push-up walkouts. I'm doing these shoulder presses. I mean, it's intense. I've only been doing it for about 20 minutes, and I feel like my whole body is burning. So check it out for sure. But let me finish this workout, and I'll touch base with you guys soon. So before I get out of here, I want to show you this beautiful view again that I'm being able to wake up to each and every morning. I mean, it is really nice. It's about, I don't know, 8 or 9. It's fogging up a little bit right now, so I apologize, but it's absolutely lovely out here. All right, so one thing you always want to try to remember is where you parked in the parking garage. I went to the second floor, it wasn't there. Went to the third floor, it wasn't there. So let's check the fourth floor and see if we could find my car. Where are we? Nope, it's not here. So maybe, did I miss it on the second floor? Where in the world is my car? I have no clue. All right, I think I see it. So there were 2 levels to 2. So I actually found it on this one right here. All right, awesome, there we go. What's going on, peeps? Coming to you from the streets of South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and we're headed to Conway. I believe it's Conway, South Carolina. So heading out about 30 minutes to my first thrift store location. I believe it's a Goodwill. So we're gonna see how that works out. Haven't been having a ton of success with the Goodwills in Virginia or South Carolina. So, I mean, hopefully things turn around. If not, again, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna have to try some new strategies, maybe some retail arbitrage today, or just hit pawn shops more. So anyways, enough of the ranting on. Let's get moving. All right, well, first things first, I was just driving and I randomly came across another one of these Dick's pawn shops. And this was a pawn shop that I had been to yesterday, and I did pretty well. I had gotten the Palm Pilot and the home theater thing there as well. So we're gonna go into here and see what we can find, and yeah, I'll update you soon. All right, guys, so I just got out of Dick's pawn shop. I was in there for probably 30-35 minutes just negotiating, trying to bundle some deals, and I ended up buying 2 more things. I ended up getting actually another one of these, the exact same thing, and they were asking $39 for this, I believe, and ended up getting that for 30 bucks, and that's selling for about $98 on Amazon FBA, and it only has like a couple hundred ranks, so it's really good right there. I'll probably make 40 bucks profit on that, give or take, maybe a little more. And the next item was a pretty nice score as well. I ended up paying $220 out the door, and this they were asking $279. So it did help that I bundled another item with it. I was surprised it even came down that low because it's such a nice item. And let me pull it out for you. So this item has a sales rank of 11, I believe. I believe it's an 11, which means once this thing gets checked in, it's going to be an instant sale. This thing is brand spanking new. I'm going to have to sell it as used. Very good or like new. This is a Canon EOS T5. This is one of the most popular cameras out right now, and these things are hot sellers. Comes with the 18x55mm lens, comes with the bag, comes with the original charger, which is something you always want to look out for. And I'm in that for about $220, and that's selling for between I believe there's one, I don't even know if there's an FBA. I think the merchants are starting at $320, and there's one FBA seller at $350. So I'm going to price this at about $350. They are selling new for about 400, so 350 is pretty much the top of what I could ask for. So if that sells for 350, which I'm confident it will, I'm gonna get that shipped in real quick. I'll probably make about anywhere between $75 to $90 profit. So you do have to spend, I mean, I have to put up 220 to make 90, if that, 70 to 90. So just take into consideration, at pawn shops, you are going to have to, you know, put up some money, and you're going to want to be confident in what you're spending your money on. When I put up 220 bucks to make 70 to $90, I want that thing to sell quick. And with a Canon T5, I know that's definitely going to happen. So those are my two finds. If I was to add up my profits, let's just say I make 70 on that camera and I make 40 on here, I could be looking at about $110 profit for about 30 minutes. All right, so just leaving that pawn shop right over here, and right behind it was Big Deal's Carolina Forest Flea Market. So I'll be honest with you guys, I've never really gone to a flea market. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I ran up on a few, just messing around. But it's been a while, so I'm gonna go in here. My expectations aren't high, but we'll see what we find. I'll bring you inside. All right, so I'm inside the flea market, just checking things out, looking for some deals. The funny thing is, the people who are running these flea markets aren't even here. Like, these are all individual booths. And I asked the woman, I said, well, what happens if you want to buy something? She says, you just got to ask everybody if they're running the booth. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking around. I see some interesting stuff here. Oh my God, are you serious? $50 for a PS2? Yeah, right. You're never gonna sell that. What's this? $100 for a Wow. Wow. All right, so I'm leaving the flea market right now, and didn't find a single thing. I mean, as you saw in that last clip, they had PS2s for sale for $50. I mean, they had a N64 for $100. I mean, just craziness in there. They had Walkmans for 10, 15, 20, CD players for 20. It was insane. All right, so here's the pawn shop. Looking around, like always, prices are pretty high, but let's try to bundle some items and make a deal. All right, so I just got back into the car, just left the South Pawn Shop, and if you take a look at the receipt, let's see if you can see that. $30 out the door, $28.04 plus tax, and I ended up popping on a TI 84 plus calculator. These are going for about 85 bucks right now. It's ranked #1 in the electronics or the calculators category. So I mean, I literally sold like 9 or 10 of these in one day the other day. I had like a freaking $1,200 day. So these things are flying out the doors right now with students getting back into school, and then there's, you know, kids switching classes, so they're looking for these. These things are super hot, and based on the Amazon app that I was using, getting the item for 30 and selling it for 85, I would make about $40 to $45 profit. So that was definitely a success. I was in and out of there within, you know, 15 minutes. So on to the next one. All right, so I just stopped and got some gas and refueled up on some water. And I want to mention, guys, if you're looking to have more energy during the day, there's something that I've been doing lately, and it's just like really helped a lot with like the levels of my energy. There haven't been so many like ups and downs. And what I've done is, and it's actually been day, I believe it's day 17 or 18 or 19, one of those days, let's just call it day 18. It's been about 18 days since I've had any caffeine products. So, you know, I've never been into the Monsters or the Red Bulls, but I was a big coffee drinker once or twice a day. And I've noticed since quitting drinking the coffee and the caffeine that like I said, my energy levels has been a lot more like sustainable and just level throughout the day. There haven't been so many peaks and highs and lows, so it's something to consider. I drink a lot of water now, and staying hydrated is huge. I mean, a lot of times people have headaches, or they're exhausted, or they're tired, or they're hungry, and that's one of the main side effects of being dehydrated, especially headaches and being tired. So make sure you're drinking enough water. I'm definitely, like I said, refueled up, and I'm ready to roll, so let's keep moving. All right, so here we are rolling up to a Goodwill. Again, haven't been having a ton of success over here, so I'm hoping things change today. So let's find some profits, come on. All right, well, I'm back in the car, and I can't say it enough. These thrift stores in Myrtle Beach and in the surrounding areas, they are so bad. Like, there's like not a lot of inventory at all, especially with books and electronics. I mean, they're mostly closed. So I mean, if I was in the clothing business still, I would be having a field day, because I was just screwing around looking through some of the clothing racks. There's deals out there. There's really good deals to be made. So anyways, I popped on one item in there. Woo, one item. This was $3.99, half off. Got it for $1.96, and that's going for $20. So I should be able to make about $10 cash after fees, and I'll be able to retire, get a house on an island, and you know, life will be dandy. All right, so here we are. We're at the Salvation Army Family Store. I'm just on the side of the building now, and getting ready to go inside, see if we could find some deals. Let me show you the city a little bit. It's not even a city, but it's kind of feels like it. There's a lot of traffic out here. They got parking on the side. So yeah, I want to bring you inside, see how Salvation is. I haven't been hitting a ton of Salvation Armies in Myrtle, so this might be the first. Let's find some deals. Yeah, so this is a cool looking store. Looks like it's got 2 different levels. You can go upstairs. Not too bright of lights. Looks neat. All right, so just got out of the Salvation Army that I was just in right there. It was a really cool Salvation Army. I liked it. It had the 2 floors, and you went upstairs and there were more clothes and books. It's a really nice place to be. So I ended up finding 2 items in there. The first item was, let me get it out of the bag. The box is a little broken, but these are some wireless headphones by RCA, and I believe those new were going for like $45, and I'm not sure if there was anybody in there used, so I'm probably looking at around $35 there. Those things are like brand new. It's just an open box, so that was a cool find. And then the second find, this thing's got some weight to it. It's one of those vintage Panasonic auto stop pencil sharpeners, and these things do really well. I've sold similar ones, just different models, but like pretty similar, for like 40 or 50, sometimes even more than that. So I'm thinking that that's going to go probably around 35 to 50. I believe there's one FBA, or maybe more, I'm not sure, but I believe it was starting at 35 with like a 90,000 rank. So that'll definitely sell. So those were 2 good finds. I only had to spend, I believe, $4.24, which I'm not sure why it was so low. Maybe there was a 50% off sale, because each item was $4. So must have been half off, but I'm happy. So let's keep pushing forward to the next place. Here we are at our next Goodwill retail store. 1 through 10, my optimism's at about a 1 right now, so not having a lot of success with these Goodwills out here, but I've said it a million times, so I'm sure you guys are already aware. But we'll see, you know, all it takes is 1 item or even 2 items to really make it worth your time. So let's try to stay positive, right? Let's try to keep our hopes up, and maybe that'll help. All right, so we actually did really well in that Goodwill. It's funny because I was a little negative before I came in there, judging a book by its cover, and actually did pretty well. I ended up scooping up a Casio calculator, one of those things that print out the pieces of paper. Found 2 CDs that were going for about, I think one was going for 12, one was going for like 15 or 16. Those were $2 each. And then I found an item which I can't disclose exactly what it is. There were 24 of these items, all the same SKU, and I ended up getting each item for about $1.25, and I'm gonna be able to sell each one for probably around $9 to $10, maybe even upwards to $11. I'm gonna be the only FBA person, and it's got a 494 rank. So I'm pretty deep into this SKU, so I don't wanna tell you exactly what it is, just in case some of you guys get some ideas. But yeah, really happy with that. Should make probably maybe around $100 $115 when all is said and done. So really happy about that Goodwill, and on to the next. All right guys, so I've been working up quite an appetite, been out picking for about, I don't know, 4 hours or so. So I think I'm gonna go head over to this place. It's called Fiesta Mexicana, authentic Mexican cuisine. So let's head in there, and I'm gonna move for some fajitas. All right, so here's the meal. It's just arrived, chicken fajitas. We got some chicken, some green and red peppers, a little bit of beans, rice, guacamole, lettuce, tomatoes, and some fajita wraps. So you know what time it is. Let's dive into this meal. Hola, mi amigo. Mi nombre es Esteban. ¿Qué pasa? So I want to ask you guys a question. Every time I scan stuff today, for some reason, today's Thursday, this pops up. Seller Central, Amazon Services. We're sorry, the web address you entered, blah, 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 is not functioning. Has this been happening to you guys at all? Let me know in the comments. All right, so I was just driving and ran across a friendly pawn. So I want to see how friendly they are when I go into this place. Hopefully they're friendly. I don't want them to be angry and upset. So I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna be friendly, and hopefully they'll be friendly as well. Let's see. All right, so just getting back into the car and ended up popping on 2 of these puppies, TI-83s, and I had to pay up a little bit for those, but I should still be able to make some decent profit. It's, you know, I'm pushing my luck a little bit buying so many calculators as of late because school's already started and, you know, kids have already kind of gotten their supplies, but I know there's going to be kids out there who, you know, are getting to school late or switching classes or whatnot, so I think it'll still be profitable, but we'll see. It's all one big experiment. Hey Dick, good to see you again. This is about the 3rd Dick's Pawn I've been to today, and I'm actually headed to another one. Let's see if Dick hooks me up. All right, boom shakalaka, I'm back in business. Just left Dick's Pawn. This was like the 3rd or 4th one I've been to, and I made out like a bandit in here. Picked this puppy up. This was a Netgear N300 Wi-Fi cable modem router, model number C3000. Ended up getting this for $25 out the door, and that's selling for $99 on Amazon, and that's got a really awesome rank. And the next item I found was even better. This has a rank of 24. It's a Link SYS cordless dual mode internet telephone kit. And again, this one's brand new in the package as well. Ended up getting this out the door for $35. They were asking $39. That's the best they would negotiate. But I wasn't gonna throw up a fight because it's coming in $70 used. And new, there's only one FBA person at $170. So I'm not sure, you know, just since there's only one FBA person at $170, I'm not sure if I could get that. But even at $100, I'm making some good profit. So I'm gonna shoot for $150, $160, maybe even $170. It's got a 24 rank, so worst comes to worst, I'll set a sales price on my listing to drop down after X amount of time, maybe a month or two, and we'll see how it goes. What's up, all my YouTube people? So I'm actually at the last Dick's Pawn Shop that is on my route. Pretty much hit all of them up in the Myrtle area, and one thing I've noticed, I'm not sure what this is. I see this all over signs and advertisements, title loans. I'm not sure what that is. Are they giving you a loan on like your car title or something? I'm not sure, so let me know in the comments what that is as well. So I'm gonna go into here. I've had a lot of success at pawn shops today. I'd have to say, if it wasn't for the pawn shops, I would probably be doing really, really poor over the last few days. The pawn shops have really been, you know, holding me afloat and everything, and, you know, allowing me to pay off the expenses like the hotel and the gas and the food and, you know, the various expenses that goes into this trip. Because you need to know, like, if you're going to do a trip like this, there are expenses. You're going to have to find places to stay. You're probably going to have to be eating out, or, you know, if you're like me, you're going to pay up for eating healthy. So there are expenses involved with this, and you got to have ways or strategies to be able to, you know, make money and pay the bills. If you want to at least pay off the expenses, if you want to make a profit, that's another story. You really got to push forward. But I'm going to go in here, see what we can find, and I'll update you shortly. What's going on, guys? So I'm back in the car, and it's hot. It's probably about 90 degrees out today. I was in Dick's pawn shop for probably about an hour. I was just chit-chatting with the guy there, and we were messing around, talking about the pawn shop business and whatnot. But I did pop on a few items, and I want to show you what I found. I definitely made some profits in there. So I found 2 of these items. Sleep Better. Ended up getting these for $40 each, and they're going for about $150 each on Amazon, and it has about a 40,000 rank, so these things are definitely selling. So it looks like I can definitely make some money. I ended up getting 2 of those, and also I got some more, as you guys know, my favorites, some calculators. This is a Casio FX CG10, really cool graphing calculator, I believe. That was, I got that down to 24, and I believe that was selling for 85 with like a 20 rank or something ridiculous. And then I got an older Texas Instruments TI-82 calculator. Ended up getting this for, I don't know if it was like 10 or 15 bucks he knocked it down to, and that was selling for about 35. So those are my finds from the pawn shop. It's time to go back to the hotel. I've been out all day long. I gotta get out on the beach, gotta get in the water, gotta go relax, enjoy that beautiful hotel. So I'll see you guys there, and I'll touch base with you soon. What's up, guys? So I want to thank you so much for watching day number 11. As you can see, I'm on the treadmill right now, running, staying in shape, eating healthy. So I want to thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you day number 12, Myrtle Beach. Peace.